Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is hazy, hot, and humid. In spite of that, we've had a decent week for the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and a positive day today to end the week. We're going to look at all three indices, the weekly chart over the last 5 years. We're also going to look at the weekly chart for Geron Corporation. Let's take a quick peek at the video charts. Sharing screen. Minimize and go right to the charts. This is the weekly chart for the Dow. And notice the trend line is a very long-term trend line stemming back to early 2017, well, at least late 2017. And let's see how good that trend line is. That trend line is damn good. There was a touch of that trend line back in July of 16. So that trend line has been supporting the Dow for about at least 2-3 years. And now the upper trend line and the lower trend line are quickly coming together, and they should be together around September 24th. However, it looks like we're trying to make a break of the upper trend line as of the last 1, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Well, at least 3 weeks. So the fourth week being half and half. So we have 4 weeks flirting with that trend line. So that's pretty good. I mean, if we can make a break of that upper trend line, even though it's a downward slope, I think we're on the way to nice things, new highs. It's going to take quite a few number of weeks, I do believe, to make those new highs. But we should get there. We broke out of the triangle. We do need another confirmation week with a green candle that is completely detached from this trend line. That's what we need to be more positive on the direction. The S&P 500, the weekly chart going back 5 years, is a similar pattern, but it's really not as good as the Dow chart in terms of adherence. It's really only good from February of this year. And over the course of this year, again coming to a head in a triangle 9-4. So it's already broken out of that triangle, and that's really a good sign. We could draw a trend line beginning at 7-9, and why don't we do that real quickly? And we'll see the direction of the weekly S&P 500. Started right about here and ended going out, say about there. So roughly, if it adheres to this trend line, we could be up 2% from the start, which was well, it would be about 20. Where are we now? We're at 28.50 now. So if it adhered to this trend line, it's a very small slope. So we may not make much progress even adhering to the trend line. Interesting. But if we adhere to the trend line, we eventually will take out the old highs, which we're very close to anyway. The old high being 28.72, January 22nd. So this is nice. Maybe we should adjust this trend line a little bit. called cheating. Yeah, that looks better. So the trend line would take us up 2.66% from the low on 7/9, which was 27.70, and that should put us, let's see, that would put us just about at 28.50 where we are now, for the low of the week. We'll see what happens. If it continues to follow this upward trend line, we will take out the high. It may take a while, but we will take out the high. That's the bottom line that we get out of that. The NASDAQ. Beautiful adherence to a long-term trend line going back to July of 2016, where we have a touch of the trend line back here. And look how nice, many touches of this trend line. Beautiful. And we're now pulling away from that trend line. This NASDAQ has legs. Doesn't look like it's tiring anytime soon. Probably may continue to make new highs for at least in the foreseeable future. Let's take a look at Geron over the course of 5 years. Geron has had its ups and downs over the last 5 years, but it looks like none higher than what we had recently, 3/19/2018 of 668. And we've had a declining trend line. And we've also had support at the 313 level. So these come together. These two trend lines come together at about sometime in November. So by that time, the direction should be clear. Do we break the upper trend line, or do we go sink below 313? The middle of November is, let's see, that's quite a few months. We're getting a continuation decision by Johnson & Johnson at the end of September. So by the middle of November, we'd be way above this trend line on a positive continuation, and probably way below the 313 if negative. So this is just, looks to me like it probably isn't going to break either trend line for a while. It might do a lot of this up and down type stuff. If so, then the price should come back down, which I don't like. So let's hope for a break of this trend line next week to indicate that optimism for the positive continuation decision. It's hard to say which way Geron is going to go looking at the charts. Like I said, it may not do much. It might just hover right around where it is. But even if it does, it will break the trend line. So Dr. J summarizing the weekly charts for the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. In summary, the NASDAQ is go, go, go. The S&P is a slow go, and the Dow is sluggish growth. And Geron is very difficult to say. I'd like to see a break of this trend line. That's Dr. J coming to you live from Long Island, New York. And I'm going to see you all on Monday. Let me say that you should always consult an advisor before making any investment decisions or do your own due diligence. I'm long Geron. I'm long the indices on options, or have been long. Probably going to get long again. So I'm pretty bullish. Dr. J is bullish on the Dow. Dr. J is bullish on the NASDAQ. Dr. J is bullish on the S&P 500. Dr. J is bullish on his 4 baby biotechs, Geron, Athersys, Actinium, and OncoSec Medical, ONCS. So I'm bullish on all of that. I'm bullish on America. And I'm going to say adios, amigos. Have a good weekend. See you on Monday. I know you can't wait for the opening bell. Bye.